Bring it on in. There we go. Another PSA return. What's going on, guys? Joe R, Vintage Pokemon, and just doing a little Scissor Me Timbers off screen here because this box is gigantic. Now, for those of you that watched last time, we got a 52 card return from the going extinct Ludkin's grading service, and this is from the brother company, Polaris. I guess you call it brother company. Offspring company, I don't know. But interesting enough, this is a box that is a lot bigger than the last one, and it has like 20 less cards in it. So just interesting that it's similar size. Oh, we actually have boxes this time though. That's nice. We have like PSA boxes, which is kind of cool. So we got stuff like that. That's neat. I like that. I like when my cards come in these boxes because then they can hold the cards after the fact. Whereas before they came in just bricks of bubble wrap. Because, you know, not that this didn't have plenty of bubble wrap too, but it's just nice when they come like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of these off to the side. Now, this is a combined order. There's 20 cards in here that are mine, 20 cards in here that are mine, and then there's an additional 10 that are not mine. So we're going to see what we've got in here. These should all be vintage cards, though. All Wizards of the Coast or vintage Japanese that are in here. So very exciting to see what kind of grades we've got. This is between me and a couple of buddies. So we're all going to see what we're going to get together. And I was a little bit disappointed, actually. Oh. I like that. I like that. Look at that. Yeah, that's kind of new. I don't think I've seen that before. I was a little disappointed with my last return because in the past, I've always had a lot of situations where I think a card could go one of two ways, and a lot of times it ends up grading higher than I would have expected. And this time around, that it didn't really kind of go my way. A lot of cards that were like, could be an 8, could be a 9, and they ended up coming back as 9s. Not a lot of 10s, only one WOTC 10 out of 52 cards. Only one WOTC 10 out of 52 cards. So not amazing in terms of what I'd like to get, but you know, there's still high grades. I think most of the cards were 8s. We had a few 7s mixed in there. But overall, I'm very happy. We had some really great cards still, and it was a lot of fun to finally get those back. But I think it goes to show that PSA is grading a little bit more harshly. They're paying a little more attention to things like factory lines. I mean, I know for a fact that there was a couple cards in that last return. It seemed like they were really strong, except for a couple little factory lines, and that's really what seemed to keep them back from getting the 9 grade. So I can understand all the grades that we got for the most part. I think there was like 1 or 2 cards where I seriously was scratching my head on versus it being a 10 or a 9. I know there was one in particular, the Meganium from Neo Genesis, that I thought was going to do better. But you know, overall, I can't complain. I was really happy about that. And you should definitely check out that last return. It's up there in the corner. See the link in the description or wherever the heck I'm posting that. That should be a lot of fun for you to check out if you haven't already done so, because vintage cards is all we do here. So without further ado, why don't we get this party started? We're starting out with this Charizard, Dark Charizard from Team Rocket set. It's a non-holo, and hopefully this can score pretty high. I'm having trouble remembering exactly what is my stuff versus my buddy's stuff, so let's see. And it gets the Near Mint 8 on this one. This is a Near Mint 8 Dark Charizard. And we're going to, because it's Charizard, we'll start off with him right there. That's a cool card still. Okay, next up we have Scyther, first edition. And this is definitely my buddy Casey's card. And this was pretty clean. I think we predicted it could get the Near Mint 7. So let's see if we're right. An 8! Well, howdy doody! Casey, you got yourself an 8. That's a solid grade for this card for what we were expecting. So that's awesome. They're actually scoring a little on the up and up. So, you know, we're going to place you. Scyther is a sick card too, so we're gonna take you and we're gonna put you right there, right front and center next to Golduck. Happy birthday. Okay, very nice. Moving on. Ooh, we got T17. This is an unlimited T17, and this might be my buddy Rob's card. So we'll see what Rob's got under the hood, and he gets the near mint 7. Blah, blah, blah. And that's gonna come in at a 7. You know, T17, very, very hard card to grade. Near mint is pretty darn good. You can see right there, yeah, you see I caught it. Like there's a factory line, it goes straight across there. And there's a couple scratches right there too. So that's kind of to be expected, and the back might have a little bit of whitening as well. Typically, if you've got those factory lines, but everything else looks really good, you can possibly get an 8. But look at that, he's holding the power of the swirl right there in his hand. So we're going to take him. There we go. T17, ladies and gentlemen. Killer card, very hard to grade. Raikou from Neo Revelations. Let's hope for at least an 8 on this one. And we get the near mint 8 on the Raikou card from Neo Revelations. It's a sweet, sweet card. Legendary dog at its finest. Okay, and we're going to get him, put him back over here. Get out of the way, Gloom. I don't got time for your nonsense. Okay, Umbreon. There's an Umbreon card from Neo Discovery. That's a cool card. One of the best Umbreon arts there ever was. Very, very vintage. And it gets the near mint 8 on Umbreon. Yes, sirree. And this could be a difference maker between if you're grading with BGS or CGC, you know, they factor in that factory line, but then everything else looks really good. You might get a 9 with CGC, but then it's only an 8 with PSA, because PSA tends to grade down depending on what is wrong with the card. So if you've got bad factory lines, it might end up being an 8. That's just what I've come to see, especially since I feel like they are grading a little bit more harshly these days. So Umbreon is just sick, though. We're going to take that. I'm going to put him right there. Okay. Dark like Mr. Panda Soul over there. So you hold on to that for me, Mr. Panda. Okay. So these seem to be mostly my buddy's cards at the moment. So we're not to mine yet, but man, these are some killer cards. This is the Houndoom from Neo Revelations. And that's got a little bit of a hollow bleed there, I think, because you see that hollow, it should stop at this V right here. It keeps on going down. You can see those orbs. So that's a beauty. And we got the near mint 8 again on the Houndoom. So far, just getting a lot of 8s here. And I think a lot of that is going to be expected because they're really pushing, like, you've got to have a pretty near flawless card to get those 9s, it seems, these days. It's got to be clean. It's got to be really clean. All right, we've got the Mewtwo Dark. No, I'm sorry, Rockets Mewtwo. This is from Gym Challenge. I believe this is the first card to ever feature 3 attacks. Notice that picture box is a little bit smaller. And it comes in at the near mint 8 again. Now let me see. I want to take a closer look at some of these cards. You see that hollow? That looks pretty clean. Not seeing much wrong. Oh, there's a little scratch there around the midsection of the tail going downwards. Let me see the back side here. There's a dot right there. You see that clear as day. There's another dot there, bottom right-hand corner. So a couple dots, a little teeny scratch. I mean, the centering is good on it. See, that's pretty harsh. I feel like in times past, this would have definitely picked up, had a chance for the 9, but that is a pretty harsh grade. Let me actually take a look off camera for a second. Yeah, there's definitely that little scratch in the middle, and on the back side, yeah, there's not a lot wrong with that card. It's a little bit of a harsh score there for it, I think. At 8, I mean, it's definitely right up there with what you'd consider pack fresh. It's close. It's very close. All right, so we've got the Feraligatr. This is from Neo Genesis. It's unlimited, and it's a still heavy hitter card, the starters. Let's see what we can pull. Near mint 8 again. So we've got lots of 8s at the moment here coming in. A lot of 8s. I'm not sure how Rob's going to feel about that. You know, this is going back to the last time we did a submission, we did it with CGC, and these are all cards that have been in his collection for a long, long time. And when we last submitted with CGC, we pulled a lot of 9s. So a lot of his cards are coming back 9s. And now to get all these 8s, that's a big difference maker, I feel like. So now we have the Meganium coming in at a near mint 8. And this is another one that's tough to grade. It is tough to grade, just like T17 over here. A lot of hollow pattern there. And, you take a look. Yeah, there's a little bit of scratches. Not a lot to write home about, but I guess you can definitely call it a little bit of scratching. That's a very pretty pattern, though. Look at that pop. I mean, that is sweet. It's just cool to have all 3 together. You got the Typhlosion, the Feraligatr, and we got the Meganium, and that hollow pattern is it's popping right there. All right, so we're running out of a little space here, so we're gonna put Scyther down, and we have the Jumpluff first edition, and it comes in at a near mint 8. This is a first edition card that we've got here. So that is, again, another nice card, first edition this time, so a little bit of a pump up there, and it comes in at the 8 again. All right, so no 9s so far. And this was, I want to say this was like 10 cards that was in this right here. This one box had 10 cards. And we haven't gotten a 9. Okay, and last one. We have the Evolution Error box, Wartortle. And this was, again, my buddy Casey. And Casey, I'm rooting for you here. Can we pull at least an 8? Yes! All right! Casey, congratulations. I know we were kind of saying that this might pull the 7. Sorry, Rob. Casey gets the luck, though. He managed to pull on up to an 8. I thought we were going to get a 7 potentially, but that's sweet. Look at that. That's a beautiful card. Not too much edge wear. I know we definitely saw a little bit there, and we were saying that this had a shot at an 8. We didn't think it was going to get a 9. But the Error, for those of you that don't know, right there, you see that's a Wartortle. He shouldn't evolve from Wartortle. He's supposed to evolve from good old little Squirtle Squirt. So that is the Error card from Unlimited Base Set. That's pretty darn cool, and we're gonna have to set that up. We got Typhlosion. Typhlosion, you're awesome, but you only pulled the 7 for us. We don't stop for 7s. We stop for at least we gotta get the 8s in there. Come on, so pull it on in. Pull it on in there, Wartortle. All right, so. That is box number 1. We've got 2 more boxes here in this returns video to take a look at. I do have to open them. Give me 1 sec. All right. Here's box number 2. Let's see how this is going to open up. Ooh, okay. There we go. PSA magic. All right. Get off camera. Okay. Let's get you out and into the wide world. These returns came back fairly quickly, by the way. I mean, we only waited 3 months on the dot, which is what we were quoted for. So that is really good, in my opinion. I think that's exactly what we want. 3 months. Anybody can wait for 3 months. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, I saw a Lugia. We have some Japanese, some vintage Japanese. So this is exciting now. All right, let's see. What are we gonna have? First one up. Okay, all right. This is my buddy Casey still. He's got himself a beautiful card here, Charizard, and it comes in at a 7. Ooh, or maybe this was Rob. I'm not sure. It was either Casey or Rob, but this is a tough card to grade. Look at all that hollow pattern there. That makes it very tough. So a near mint 7, it's still Charizard. It's going to cover itself, I would suspect. And now we paid $30 for each card that was being graded. So this might just cover itself because $30 is pretty steep. And I thought PSA was just going to keep on charging $30 in perpetuity, and they have definitely cut back, which surprised me. I didn't think they would, but they did. They're now down to anywhere between, I think, as low as 15 for specials. So they're slashed in half now, which is just, that's amazing. but I didn't think they would do it so quickly. So this is a Mejai promo. We have Blackie the Umbreon coming in at an 8 for Casey. And this is a cool card. This is a cool card. I'm not super caught up on the origins of it. Looking at it, I kind of figured it was going to get the 8. I mean, again, there's so much silvering on this thing. It's tough to score high with a card like this. But, I mean, it looks nice. Looks very nice. It's a near mint 8. You know, I think just, Casey, you're already winning because you got that. I mean, I'm sure you're happy. You'd like higher. Everybody likes higher, Casey. But, you know, Blackie the Umbreon, we'll take an 8. All right, next up. Okay, so now we're starting to get into some of mine, and based on what we've been seeing, I'm expecting 8s out of a lot of these. I gotta tell you, these are no symbol jungle errors. And if we get 9s on these, I'll be ecstatic, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. We have the near mint 8 for the Kangaskhan. And again, not a lot to really ride home about here. I mean, there's a little bit of factory lines in there. This is one of those things that I kind of wish I had graded them just a few years sooner, because I feel like they might have had a better chance. I mean, it's still an awesome card to grade in an 8. That is really cool. Hard card to grade too. It doesn't leave me with a lot of hope for these though. I don't know if we're going to pull many 9s, if any. You know, we'll have to see. You know, we get a 7 on the Flareon, and I kind of figured Flareon would probably get a 7. Still a near mint card, but man, that's tough love on the Flareon. You know, I'm taking a look here. Yes, not a lot of problems going on with these cards. It's just some harsh grades that we have. That's coming in at the 7. We'll put that off to the side. Next up, Jolteon. Can we get the 8 on Jolteon at least? We at the mint 9! All right! Would you look at that? We managed to get the 9 for Jolteon, and he's coming in hot. No symbol. Error Jolteon. That is fire. And we have to get him right up next to his buddy here. Boom. Umbreon and Jolteon. Killing it. I mean, dang. To get the 9 on that, take a look at that bad boy. Probably one of the best cards to pull in a mint grade. So I'm super stoked with that. It's just a shame that old Flareon over there had to be such a Debbie Downer for us, man. Seriously, Flareon, you couldn't do me right. Okay, that means we've got Vaporeon next, and can we get the 8, 7, 8, 9? Can we do that? Can we get that? Can we get the 8 on Vaporeon? So Vaporeon pulls in an 8 score, and look at that pop on that holo. And I kind of figured this would get the 8 because there is some holo scratches on it. It's just a shame that we didn't get at least a little higher on the Flareon over there. That's a little bit disappointing, but you know, you can't win them all. All right. Look at that. That is cool. That is seriously cool. Okay. A little more. Snorlax. All right, this is a tough one. Snorlax, a lot of silver on there. Can we score 8 or 9? We scored the 9 on Snorlax. All right, so 9 for Snorlax there. Beautiful jungle, no symbol error card for Snorlax. You go, Snorlax. You go. Take care of that for me, Mew. Okay? Mew's got that. All right, we got first edition Moltres from the Fossil set. We got some real winners going on now. Can we pull the 9? We get the mint 9 on Moltres from Fossil. Can you believe that? That is a cool card to grade and a 9. And this was a really clean card. So we managed to pull these WOTC Holos. They are tough. They are tough to score high on. But dang, if we didn't do it with first edition Moltres right there. Okay, we've got next up, we got Zapdos. Can we get the Zapper? And you can see there's a little bit of the holo pattern missing there. So a little error, but it was kind of just consistent throughout the set. Can we get the mint 9? And we did. We got the mint 9 on the Zapper from Fossil set again. So awesome, 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 awesome. We're going to pull down Umbreon there. We're working on putting up some 9s now. We're working on putting up some 9s. If we can pull a 10, I'll do backflips. I'll do backflips for a 10. I don't think we're going to get it. Ooh, this one's going to be rough. I think this is going to probably pull an 8. I can hope for a 9, but it's a tough one to score. We get the 8. 8 for Arcticuno there. The Bluebird, the Frozen Hen, as you will say, and that's a pretty card. And I'm not shocked that this got the 8. It's a tough card to grade. There's probably some factory lines on there. Yeah, you can see a little bit. I think we saw, looks like a little bit of scratching right there in the back, front left corner, maybe on the right as well. Back side, pretty darn clean. Maybe a little bit in that bottom left corner. But that's a tough card to grade. Again, those silver backgrounds, they are tough grades. And last but not least, we have this Lugia. This is the Lugia from Japanese Neo Genesis. And quick story time, this card was destroyed. Yeah, it was destroyed because I accidentally placed it in the box and it slid out of position in a card saver and it got bent. And it was like literally bent in that position for a couple months. And I had to place this between some really heavy books and some weights for about 5 months at a time. And every few weeks, I would take it out and I would kind of try to massage it a little bit back until finally it got really flat again. And so I'm hoping that this pulls the 9. We rescued it from the doldrums of ineptitude. And can we? We did! We managed to pull the 9 on a card that previously I practically obliterated, and it managed to come back from the dead. We get the 9 on it. That is a solid win right there. Solid win. Awesome. And this card was basically flawless. It was basically flawless. I mean, who knows if me screwing with it caused it to drop from being a potential 10 candidate. I mean, it isn't perfectly centered, but it is really close. And that's a beautiful card to add to the collection. I love Lugia. I'm not into the Japanese Neo Genesis or base set per se, but I mean, the heavy hitters like Lugia and Charizard, I will take you guys all day. And that's why you get a seat right over there. Nicely done, Lugia. Okay, we got one more box to take a look at. There's some additional heavy hitters in this box, first edition cards to take a look at. So I'm really excited. Let's see what we got. I'm super pumped with that Jolteon. Really, super pumped. A little bit disappointed in Flareon coming back as low as a 7. I'm going to take a closer look at him because I really thought that they all had chances for at least 8s. All right, enough of that. We're going to pull you off to the side, get the packaging out. Okay, we've got some Gym Challenge, and I think some Gym Heroes coming up. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. And this is going to be it for us today. 10 more cards. After 3 months of waiting, they're back for us. Let's see what we can pull. All right, we have the Lucky Stadium. I sent this card out. It's one of my favorites from the Black Star promo set. I'm hoping to get at least a 9. A 10 would be amazing, but I don't think it's going to be coming back as a 10. Let's see. And it gets the mint 9, so I'm happy with that. That's what I thought it was going to pull. Excellent centering on this card. Had it in my collection for a while, and I just kind of was waiting until I could get another one. And beautiful centering again. And there's just like a white dot, I think, in that top. Yeah, you see it, top left corner, a little white dot. I literally think that's what holds this back from being gem mint. Okay, so otherwise, this is a really sweet card to have. And it's a trainer card, but it's a low population trainer card, and it's got some really popular characters on it. And of course, it was a promotional release, so that's what we have going on here. And we're gonna just trade it up a little bit there, because that's really cool. All right, we have another vintage Japanese card, and it is a Grand Party card. And this was the only card in this submission, because all the cards were under a $500 tier for a submission. And this is the only one that I got a little bit of an upcharge for because it graded so high, and it did come back as a mint 9 Grand Party. It's got the double Black Star rarity there. You can see that bottom right-hand corner, those double black stars. That was really only something that you saw on trophy cards and the Grand Party card. So that's part of why this is such a collectible card. Is it's not the most common promotional card in the world. It features the legendary birds. It's vintage. It's old. 1998 wasn't exactly yesterday, but it also has that double black star rarity on it and this Pokeball symbol there. So that makes it a little bit of a boon for many people. All right, and we can't not have that take front and center. So we're going to go and swap that out right there, just like that. Because that's a beautiful card for us to have in our collection. Very highly collectible. Misty from the Gym Hero set pulls a near mint 7. Ouch. Ouchie. I mean, seriously, that is some serious ouch. There's got to be some lines on you somewhere. I mean, dang. To pull a 7. There might even be a dent that I'm not seeing on here. For this to pull a 7, it might have a really minor indent somewhere. I'll have to take a closer look at it later. But I mean, you take a look at the back of this card. I mean, it is clean. So where could it be getting the 7 from? I mean, ouch, seriously. Darn. I'm going to have to pick myself up another Misty. Okay, we have Erica. Okay, now this one had some factory lines on it, I know, so it wouldn't shock me if it got a 7 or an 8. And whoa! Ho! Whoa. Okay. Wow. Did we just go from that to this? Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Yo, shout out to my buddy Tyler, because Erica is his favorite gym leader. And damn, are you seeing that? Oh man, we got a 10 on Erica. That is crazy. Look at that pop. I didn't think I was going to get a 10 on this card. I bought this raw too. This wasn't like pulled from a pack. I mean, all the cards I get aren't pulled from packs necessarily, but I mean, this one in particular, I thought it was going to score like an 8 or a 9. Jeez. Wow. That is so cool. I mean, wow. To get that grade. I mean, sorry. We're going to kick you to the side. We get a WOTC 10. That's getting front and center. The card that we saved from Oblivion, that's getting front and center. Jolteon, Jungle Error, that's getting front and center. We got 10 Erica over here. And Grand Party, too. I don't even know what to move at this point. This is killer. Sabrina. We're pulling Sabrina's now, and that pulls the 9 for us. So we have a Sabrina 9. That's really cool. Thank you, Sabrina. From Gym Challenge, I think, was that? Yes, that was Gym Challenge. The Sabrina card. Awesome. Okay, we have Lieutenant Surge. Yes, sir. We pull the near mint 8 for Lieutenant Surge. Not a lot going on with this card, too. I'm surprised that did not get the 9, honestly. Lieutenant Surge coming in at 8. Okay. All right, Brock. We have Brock coming in hot. And Brock pulls the 9. We did not get, in our last submission, we submitted a Brock and it came back an 8. So for us to pull the 9 this time around is sweet redemption. I just wish that Lieutenant Surge over here could have been a 9 too. That would have helped us out tremendously. Nice job, Brock. Way to go. And you know what? Brock, check out your lady over here. Yeah, that's all you, bro. That's all you. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. We have 4 cards left, guys. 4 cards. We have the Giovanni's Persian. This is a tough card to grade, and it comes back as a near mint 8. I kind of knew that. Look at that swirl right there, but there were a couple factory lines on this, so that does not shock me for it to come back as an 8 grade. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to score. Dark Raichu, first edition from the Team Rocket set. We submitted it, and it comes back as a near mint 8. Again, not the easiest card for me to grade. This is one of the last few ones. I don't have too many of these left, actually, for getting submitted. I don't know why this got the 8, honestly. I could say the same thing about, I mean, look, there's a little edge wear down there, bottom left. Hard to see with those factory lines, but, I mean, damn, that's a nice card still. We pulled the 8 on Raichu, a first edition holographic Dark Charizard. We've got one more of these, and can we get the 9 we get the 8 on it. So that's still a high grade, though. Still good, still good, still really good. I mean, it's first edition, Team Rocket. We're talking about Charizards here. And look at what we pulled so far today, guys. And you'll say to yourself, gee, I'll take that any day of the week. I mean, this is fire right now. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like this sort of stuff. It's crazy how last time I did a submission, or last time we did returns, which, again, if I haven't already said it, make sure you go and check out our previous return. We got 1 Wizard of the Coast 10 in our return. And this time, again, we got 1 10, unless this Lieutenant Surge's Raichu can come back as a 10. And let's see. Yes! How about that? We get 2 10s! 2 of them! We get the Raichu, and we get Lieutenant Surge's, or rather Erica, to close it out. We made this video a roaring success. 2 WOTC 10s to end out the day. So a lot of really cool stuff. We had everything from the Jolteon pulling the 9 over here for the No Symbol Jungle Error Holos, to Erica the 10, Grand Party over there, Charizard over there, Lugia over there, this Raichu over here, this one over here. It's been a good time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And make sure you like, subscribe, and check us on out next time for more great Pokemon card content action. Because that's all we do here is vintage Pokemon cards, and I love sharing them with you guys. It's a lot of fun, and you should check us out down the line for more great videos that are up and coming. So we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.